that you guys will agree. So to review, Platform is a cloud-based strength and conditioning platform that is revolutionizing the way high schools train their athletes. There are two pervasive problems at the high school level. First, the majority of schools lack the ability to deliver safe and effective training programs to their athletes. 90% of schools we surveyed said that they have some type of training program in place. Yet 75% report being without any type of certified professional on staff. Meaning, they understand the importance of delivering training to their athletes, but through a lack of resources, they're unable to do that properly. The other side of the point is that there's no systematic approach to training. Everything is done offline, it's chaotic, it's haphazard, creates a ton of work for coaches, and provides very little insight. Our cloud-based solution solves these issues. We bridge that knowledge gap, making quality, professionally designed training programs accessible and affordable to high schools. We optimize the process by bringing it online, creating efficiencies that save coaches hours per week. We leverage data that provides key insights to both athletes and coaches, elevating the level of training and building more accountability in the process. Here's just a quick look at part of how we do it.
Introducing a cloud-based strength and conditioning platform built for coaches by coaches. Our intuitive algorithm delivers training programs optimized for your unique space. Designed by industry professionals, our workouts develop dynamic athletes and are supported by instructional videos for every exercise. Put your own stamp on things by utilizing our workout editor to customize workouts around your exact needs. Easily manage multi-sport athletes and scheduling workouts with a click. Leverage our data tracking tools to establish accountability and easily monitor progress.
Great. Our business model revolves around selling annual subscriptions to schools at 3 price points based on the number of athletes that they have. As we continue to expand our user base, we'll leverage that foundation to pursue strong upsell opportunities as well as secondary markets. The first of those upsell opportunities comes in the form of additional programming. Just today, we released a physical education workout program after learning that close to 50% of our users were already using Platform in some capacity in their PE classes. Athletes have also indicated a high level of interest in nutrition plans that complement their training. And there are a number of other possibilities in terms of additional programming that perfectly fits our online training model. In terms of secondary markets, there's an individual athlete market, which we will pursue in late 2017 once we've developed and deployed our mobile app. And there are also a number of team markets as well. AAU programs and travel sports are a perfect fit for Platform. They consist of programs with athletes from multiple school districts, often training remotely. Platform is a great way to deliver elite training to them in a connected experience. Our software can also scale beyond our borders, bringing into play the international market, which we will pursue in 2018. And intriguingly is the youth sports market. Still a few years down the road, but more and more research is coming out advocating the benefits of training as young as 6th grade. If we can come to dominate the high school market, we'll be in a perfect position to move down into youth sports and offer foundational programs to those athletes. Looking at the market for the online training for high schools, there are 46,000 high schools. At an average price of $1,000, the market is $46 million annually. Obviously mentioned a number of secondary markets and revenue potential. And looking 5 years down the road, we're projecting $13 million with that mix. That assumes a 13% high school penetration and 0.34% penetration into the individual athlete market. Now, looking at the competitive landscape, I've mentioned high schools quite a few times, and it's obviously very important to our strategy. And the reason is that I believe we're perfectly positioned to dominate the high school space. 84% of coaches indicate that they prefer a platform that comes with existing programs that they can then edit or tweak. And that's exactly what we offer at the best price. There are a few other companies offering similar capabilities like Volt and Bridge, although their editing capabilities are nowhere near as robust as ours, and they've essentially priced themselves out of the majority of the high school market. Most of the rest of the industry is a pure software play, meaning that they don't actually offer training programs. They just offer the ability to migrate their existing program online, which is great for professional and collegiate strength coaches who have the know-how to build programs, but it doesn't address the underlying issue at the high school market of coaches not knowing how to build effective and safe programs for their athletes. Now, we've seen great growth despite very limited resources. We launched our post-beta product in November 2015, and from December to July, we added 74 schools, spending less than $9,000 on marketing. In that same time period, we converted 44% of all opportunities. The majority of the sales opportunities we lost during that stretch was because at that time, our product didn't offer workout customization. We've since launched that capability, actually 2 weeks ago, recaptured a number of those lost leads and added multiple new accounts, and the feedback has been tremendous on that new functionality. Our customer acquisition cost is at $115, and our average revenue per user is just under $800. And as you'll see by the charts, we've had steady growth throughout the year. Just broke over 100 schools in early August and went over the 10,000 athlete mark as well at that time period. Now, we're building a multifaceted marketing approach around our unique selling proposition. The best programs, most intuitive software, competitively priced to win. We offer a free 30-day trial. And with a recent injection of capital, we're going to be able to scale up our email marketing efforts, which really has been our primary means of marketing to date, but it's been limited in its scope. We will also grow our presence at high school sporting conventions across the country. And we've brought on a digital marketing agency to help boost our content marketing, our social media, and our PR. We're also talking with quite a few gyms who are interested in leveraging our software to deliver their training programs to athletes and schools beyond their brick and mortar reach, which would essentially give us national distribution partners and help us scale quicker. And then we also view athletes as a vehicle to reach coaches, and that's one of the reasons that the individual market and the AE market are both very appealing. Our team consists of myself and my co-founder Sam, lifelong athletes ourselves with just under 15 years combined coaching experience. So we really know our market quite well. Andrew is our software developer. He joined the team full-time in February. And Rod Fletcher is our first board member who brings extensive experience in the financial sector. We've also partnered with Genesis Innovation to help with strategy and business development. Most recently, they worked with MVP, which some of you might know. It's the mobile tackling dummy that came out of Dartmouth. They partnered with them early on, helped devise their go-to-market strategy, raise a round of capital, and fostered a manufacturing relationship with Rogers Athletics. And they've been tremendously impactful with us in the short time that we have worked with them. One of the things that helped us do is form a number of important professional relationships, corporate counsel, commercial and liability insurance, as well as a strong accounting firm. And I will close up by looking at the long-term strategy and the potential exit opportunities. We believe that if successful winning at the high school level and capturing a large number of schools and the massive collective audience of athletes and data that comes with that, we will be a viable acquisition across a number of different industries. Companies looking to sell into the high school market, like equipment providers, or a company like Crossover, who's competing with Huddle, may view us as a way to offer additional value and take some market share from Huddle. Companies interested in the data, such as Under Armour. Kevin Blanket said that data is the new oil, and they've made close to $1 billion in fintech acquisitions in the last 2 years. And the emerging wearable market, we also view as a perfect solution for platform long-term, with the possibilities of integrations and the ability to get their products in the hands of a young demographic. And with that, I will open it up to questions.
So we're going to grab some microphones, and we're going to have 3 microphones. A microphone here in the middle and on the left side. we'll have some of the Stadia interns kind of running around with those microphones. And then if we could ask you, grab a microphone in order to ask a question, just so everybody can hear. So cool. Okay. Austin, they all working? They working? You want to do a test? Okay. So go ahead. We've got a couple questions here. Let's go ahead and bring you on from this side.
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, of course it's working. Hey, welcome back, Alex. Okay. Data is indeed very, very important. Expand a little bit on data. What do you do with it presently? What are some of your plans? Obviously, you've got 10,000 users now. Robust data. Data alone could be a really nice revenue source. So maybe just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's, right now we're capturing all the relative training data, activity of users, but, that is one of the things that we would look to Stadia to help us understand better what type of data is going to make us a viable acquisition, what type of data do certain companies that may, want to acquire a platform, what are they going to want? And so that is actually one of the areas that we would lean on Stadia to kind of bolster. Because right now we're capturing as much data as we can from the athletes. But
where's it housed? How do you house it?
It's all just on our database. So we have all that information and it's accessible to us across the board, and then each school has access to their information and certain information across national leaderboards as well. So we use it kind of to create competition within our network.
Thanks, nice job. Can you talk a little bit about the user experience of it? So as you're making recommendations and helping with the training and there's videos, how are the high school athletes consuming that? Is it a mobile device or these screens?
Number of channels, basically. So, certain coaches, I'd say 50% of our coaches still print workouts. They're still old school. So there's the ability for coaches to just one click, print every kid's workout. They come in, they take their sheet. There's also the ability, every school that signs up, all their athletes get free accounts. And so they're able to log in, pull the workouts right up on their phone, and we have a mobile workout. No app yet, it's all mobile responsive. And they have the videos right there in the palm of their hand with their work sets and everything that they need. And then coaches also have TV monitors in the weight room that they'll put up our exercise ball so kids can access the videos. And then we're working on an iPad view that we'll be able to attach to racks and get 4 kids on one iPad all viewing. So for schools that have the resources, and I think that will become more common over time, they'll be able to put those up right on the rack, and all the athletes that are training there are going to see exactly what they're supposed to do, and everything's personalized on an individual basis.
Yeah, and a question relates to total overall sales and you're profitable as you would expect to be profitable, and how your size compares to your competitors.
Yeah, I mean, our sales, so revenue for 2016 is $65,000 with another $17,000 in accounts receivable due. In terms of profitability, we're technically profitable because the co-founder and myself are taking a very small salary and we spend very little money, as you can see. And then in terms of size as it compares to our competitors, I think Team Builder, they are at maybe 400 organizations, but not necessarily high schools because they go after college and training facilities as well. I don't have numbers on Volta Bridge. And Trainer Road, which is another competitor. In the high school space, I'm unsure where they're at. They are a little bit more diverse. They go after the prospect community and a number of different markets. So in terms of where we are, I'm not exactly sure. I know that most of us all launch at about the same time.
Alex, good job. Quick question, what is your customer churn like? And in the sales process, are you calling on coaches or ADs who's making the purchase decision on the
Yeah, so in terms of churn, because it's an annual subscription and we really just rolled out in November, we haven't really come upon that yet, so it's tough to say exactly. Based on some of the initial beta users we had, and keep in mind that was about a dozen, it's 85%, but that site was also completely bootstrapped and it was pretty crappy. So this new site is much more comprehensive. So don't really know yet what our churn will be like, but we've talked with a number of our users who are in love with the platform. So I would expect it to be somewhere in the 90% to 95%. And say any follow-up question?
Who are you calling on?
Yeah, so both ADs and coaches. So primarily it was in the spring football coaches and ADs. And that's where we put most of our focus through email marketing. But we've since expanded that, and as I said, with a little bit more capital now, we're going to be able to go after multiple coaches. So.
Coaches turning over all the time, is that a concern with you?
Not as much for us, because one of our advantages, as opposed to like Boulder or Bridge who offer sport-specific training programs, we actually offer a solution to train multi-sports at the high school level. So what we find is that ADs and coaches will go and get all the sports on board. So if a football coach leaves, we still have basketball, lacrosse, baseball using. So the likelihood of churn in that regard is much, much less.
Good job. Could you expand a little bit on how the workout is individualized for your athletes?
Yeah, so in strength and conditioning, everything is percentage based. So basically what we do is we allow coaches or athletes to enter in their maxes for the critical lifts, like a bench, a squat, and a clean. And then everything is programmed into the system based on percentages and scientifically proven periodization. So they'll do 12 reps at 50% of their max. So if I have a max of 100 pounds, I'm going to do 50 pounds. If you have a max of 200 pounds, you're doing 100. So the weights are tailored to each and every individual. And when I say personalized, I mean it in terms of the workloads they're lifting, as opposed to the exact exercises that they're doing.
Two questions for you. The first is, what role does personal interaction play in terms of procuring new customers or keeping current customers? And secondly, is there anything potentially proprietary or protectable in your platform or your approach?
So in terms of the interactions, I mean, we have now probably as of today 115 schools across 30 different states, most of which we haven't had any face-to-face interaction with. Basically, they request a demo, do that online, 15 to 30 minutes, and then it proceeds from there. They sign up, and we just manage that all phone calls and emails. And then one more time with the follow-up.
In terms of proprietary type approach, is there anything in your platform that's unique?
No, we're the only company out there in this space that actually has built a system around taking in the equipment input from the school. So they're basically able to say, okay, I have X, Y, and Z, and our system and our algorithm instantly tailors our programs for their specific space. We're the only ones that do that. It's not something that we patented starting when we felt there was a better place to put our financial resources. So no, I wouldn't say anything truly proprietary. But I wouldn't say that Sam and I both are in this space, still coach high school sports, and we understand it, I think, better than anyone else in our market.
Last question, over here.
Do you have any engagement with the user throughout their training program? Any kind of rewards or acknowledgement you're doing great?
So we want to get to that point. Really, part of our long-term vision is to utilize the data. We already have national leaderboards and reports and different ways for the kids in schools and states to compete with each other, but we really want to ramp that up and basically allow kids to gamify the system, allow them to accumulate points for attendance, for finishing a workout, for hitting a new personal record, and basically use that information to really make training a sport in of itself. And I think that'll boost engagement, and that's really the long-term goal, is to drive user engagement through a gamified system that uses that data to allow athletes to see how they stack up. And I think that would be a critical component for us down the road, and it's certainly where we're focused.
Good job.